welcome to another episode of Board Game Coffee Espresso.
Today we're going to be introducing you to Tumble Maze, brought to you by Blue Orange Games. And it's a solo player game. It ranges from 1 to 10 minutes of playtime, and it's for ages 8+.
Yeah, and interesting about it is a solo player game, but if you have like kiddies, this would actually be really fun to just like sit with them and solve together, because although it is a single player experience, you could just cuddle right up and say, dear, what do you think we should put that, and kind of solve the puzzles together. But you guys don't know what we're talking about, so let's get into the game.
Tumble Maze is a gravity-powered puzzle game.
Now, it's really cool because you got this little stainless steel ball that's at the top of this plastic ramp, and what you have to do is figure out how to bounce it into this target at the bottom of the ramp. And you do that by placing these walls of different lengths at different angles so you can bounce the ball. But you can't just have like as many of these angled walls as you want. There's a limit. So it's like, hey, this puzzle, you have like 4 walls at this size, and you have to get these 2 balls into these 2 holes or into this 1 hole. It can get pretty tricky.
So the ramp is this clear, transparent plastic, and then what you do is you basically put these sheets underneath it, which changes your challenge. And there's 40 different challenges, and basically what it does is it tells you how or where the ball's supposed to drop from, and then where it's supposed to go inside this challenge.
And the cool thing about the sheets is if you get stuck, you can just slide them out, flip them over, slide them back in, and then it'll show you exactly where you have to put your walls to get your balls to go into their targets. Which I've never had to use, but I've been close.
So he says, but it's a solo game, so.
If you're the kind of person that likes to play gravity-based puzzle games on your phone, this is a perfect game for you, because it plays just like those, just not on your phone.
And it's really great for kids. Like, if you're trying to teach your kids problem-solving skills, then this would be a great one to bring out to the table, or either play it as a family, as you mentioned earlier, or have them play and solve their puzzles themselves.
And personally, I just like having this game out on the table, so I can walk past it, solve a puzzle, slide in the other sheet, walk away. Or I can just sit there and do 2 or 3 at a time. It's just like picking up your phone, like I mentioned, just doing a puzzle. So it's not like I plan a day and I'm like, today I'm gonna do Puzzle Maze. But no, I just keep it out, walk by, solve a puzzle, walk on. But to be honest, once I finish the 40 puzzles or the 40 puzzle sheets, I probably won't be going back to it for a while until I forget the solutions, right? Because this thing, it's a one-time play, but you've got quite a bit of play. 40 puzzles is actually quite a bit. The early puzzles go by quick, but then they start getting really like tricky when you get later on. But you know what I would do to this game is I would just pass it on, right? And again, you mentioned kids. I don't know how much I can emphasize that. I think this game would be great for kids to have around. It's one of those like learning games. Like, you give this to children, I feel like they're getting smarter by playing this. All right, well, that's it for Tumble Maze and this episode of Board Game Coffee Espresso. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.